Hello and welcome to another video. Thank you for watching my videos and for giving me support. I highly appreciate it and I hope you are having a blessed day. Now, let's get into the topic of today's video. You know the feeling. It's knowing, or at the very least, a gentle persuasion that something is off or awesome, or needs our attention. It's subtle and doesn't clamor for attention, which is why it's easily missed. This is intuition, and like most things that speak with a quiet voice, if we listen to the potential, it is life-changing. For a long time, intuition was dismissed by science as pseudoscience, sort of science but not really. Really, fortunately for all of us, science is now on board and researchers have found the part of the brain where intuition does its brilliant best. We have heard all of it, but what is it? Researchers at Leeds University analyzed a hefty pile of research papers on intuition, and they concluded that intuition is a very real psychological process where the brain uses past experiences and cues from the self and the environment to make a decision. The decision happens so quickly that it doesn't register on a conscious level. Intuition exists in all of us, whether we acknowledge it or not. The more we can learn about it, the more we can use it to shape our lives for the better. The human brain has two operating systems. The first is quick, instinctual, and effortless. This is where our intuition lies. Intuition works by drawing on patterns collected by our experiences, and when we have to make a quick decision about whether something is real, fake, feels good, feels bad, right or wrong, we draw on these patterns. It all happens offline, outside our conscious awareness. The second operating system is slower to respond. It's more analytical and deliberate, and it's conscious. The evidence science has found real evidence to support the existence of intuition. There are plenty of studies, but let's talk about one in particular because it's a good one. Every person on the planet has intuition, but not every person listens and chooses to listen to it. Intuition is the way the subconscious mind communicates with the conscious minds. The information that informs that feeling is real. It's like any other decision, but the working of it, the collection, the storage, the putting together happen outside of our conscious mind. So, intuition is a brilliant thing. The sharper it is, the better off you will be. And here's how you feed your intuition so it flourishes and it is ready to advise. It sounds simple enough, and it is. No tricks here. Your intuition can't talk to you if you are not listening. When you start to take notice, good things will happen, and just try and see. Trust your gut feeling. When a word like gut teams up with a word like feeling, you know that has to be a good reason for it. Research suggests that emotional intuition have a physical presence in our gut. The gut is lined with a network of neurons, and it is often referred to as a second brain. It knows as the enteric nervous system, and it contains about 100 million neurons, which is more than the spinal cord and peripheral nervous system, but less than the brain. This is why we get sick about having to make a tough decision or knowing we have made a bad one. Feel. You will know your intuition is there because you will be able to feel it if you let yourself. You will feel it in your belly and it will give you goosebumps, send a shiver down your spine, raise your heart, and quicken your breath. Sometimes it's even more subtle, and the only way to describe it is as knowing. You will feel when something is right, and it will feel clear, nourishing, and enriching. And you will feel when something is off. For me, it's an ache or a flattening. Trusting your intuition might be difficult at first if you are not used to it, but give it time and trust it bit by bit. If it feels better, it will be worth it. Be ready to let go of bad feelings. Negative emotions will cloud intuition, which is why when you are angry or depressed, bad decisions can happen easily. Research has backed this, finding that people made better intuitive choices in a word task when they were in a positive mood as compared to when they were in a negative mood. But be deliberate about the people you hang on to. People who drain you will add to the noise and make it more difficult to hear what your intuition wants to say. Chances are that you already know who they are. If not, be still for a moment and your intuition will be trying to tell you something. Keep people who enrich and empower you and walk away from those who drain you. Understandably, you can't always walk away from the troublesome ones, and if that's the case, empower yourself by making it your decision to stay rather than not theirs because they are taking your chance. The difference is subtle in language but big in impact. One lets go of the power to stay with you, and one gives power by staying with them. Pay attention to what's going on around you. The more information you are able to gather from the environment, the more intuitive subconscious part of your brain has to work with, and the more accurately it will inform your decision. Connect with others. There are so many things that inform our opinions and decisions other than speech. Tone, volume of speech, body language, gestures, they all contribute to the meaning we give to our interactions with people. Sometimes we have a feeling about people but can't quite put a finger on what it is. People might seem distant, distracted, uninterested, and often these aren't spoken but are picked up through in different ways. The ability to pick up on the thoughts, feelings, and intentions of others is referred to as emphatic accuracy. The more time we spend with people, the more we can finely tune our emphatic accuracy. Being able to pick on the signals of others will all add to intuition. Let your mind wander and be open to what comes to you, feelings, thoughts, or words. One of the ways to do this is through mindfulness. By focusing your thoughts on your own experience in the present moment, mindfulness gets rid of mental clutter and makes way for you to connect with your intuition. Use your dream time well. Dreams are the brain's way of processing information that's left over from the day. They are rich with valuable data, experiences, memories, learnings, so they can work hard if we let them. Paying attention to dreams can provide information that we may not have access to when we are awake. Before you fall asleep, turn your thoughts to any unresolved issues or problems. Think about possible options or solutions as you are falling asleep. Close your eyes and let your brain do the rest. That was today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it and learned something interesting. Make sure to visit these websites to find even more information about the subject we talked about today, and please show us support by liking this video and subscribing to our channel for more similar content. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video.